Guyana. When the Ministry of Culture keep the big show with one set of girls and banner. Cause I done fed up, you done fed up, he done fed up, she done fed up, we done fed up, the people fed up. They hide the corruption inside the cup, look how we even set up. The people fed up.
There and fabricate that. Unless you say who the person is, I can't comment on anonymous people.
Okay, well, let's talk about specific individuals. What is your relationship with Mr. Su Jurong?
Su? Oh, Su?
Yeah, my name is Jasi Kata from Vietnam. And since 1965, I become a voter. And I always place my ex next to the cop. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Are we going to do a body man walk right now? You ready? Fuck, so let me go now. Hear me sing now. Body walk, body walk, body walk, body walk, truck.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Good night to all of you, those of you who have joined and those of you right-thinking Guyanese. You're on the right program, doing the right thing, fighting for democracy, ensuring that there's fairness across the board, especially those of you who really and truly believe in democracy and those of you who really want a better Guyana. A better Guyana meaning a better Guyana for every Guyanese, not just for yourself, but every Guyanese. Tonight, what's on the lips of most Guyanese, or it ought to be all Guyanese, is justice. People are crying out for justice throughout the country. The 2 young men that were murdered by policemen out in Linden, their families, their relatives and friends, and the wider community out there in Linden and outside of Linden, they are still crying out for justice. But yet some of them out in Linden, some of the leaders out in Linden, quote unquote leaders or representatives out in Linden, are preparing for big bacchanal, bashment as of tomorrow. And let's keep an eye out for all those bashment community leaders, overnight leaders, whatever you want to call them. Bashment time in Linden. Some people probably done get a nice dandan suit ready to bacchanal, and the country is bleeding. I don't know. I'm tired talking about the Linden Tongue Week that should be postponed. It shouldn't be any tongue week. There's nothing to whine up about at all. And the other thing that folks should do in the country, it's April. April, of course, heading into May. You see, I know the months of the year, right? April heading into May, and then the corrupt PPP regime, they are going to kickstart their campaign. We know they have been campaigning, but their official campaign, they are attempting, and they're going to use Vibes Cartel, the guy that likes to say, "Awa and me nose," right? And so they are going to be using that to kickstart officially their campaign. It should be stopped. If thousands of people go out in their numbers and shut the country down and send a message to Vibes Cartel that now is not the time to be in Guyana, You know, Vibes Cartel probably say him not care about politics. All him care about is the money. Yeah, he's a businessman, he's a singer. Of course, you don't expect him to go into Guyana and care about justice and human rights and these things. But you got to bring it to his attention. You got to shut the country down, bring it to his attention. I'm sure Cartel would understand what seeking justice is all about, and he cannot turn a blind eye on that. Maybe we should start campaigning. Maybe we should start petitioning. Maybe we should start flooding Vibes Cartel's page and his inbox with that message to cancel his show or whatever it is in Guyana, to cancel it. The people are crying out for justice. Look at this flyer or this poster, what it says here. Justice for Adriana Young. By now, you guys should know who Adriana Young is. The 11-year-old girl, a little girl. And who could be in their mind? It's got to be an evil person. And this world does have a lot of evil persons who go after little girls and they go after little boys. In this case, this is a little girl. What was the reason, or what were the reasons that they went after this little girl? For what? There are lots of speculations out there as to why the person, whomever that person, that demon, that wicked, that evil individual. And you know what is so sad about this whole situation is that the police were obviously involved in this. Some senior policemen, maybe women too, but senior policemen of the Guyana Police Force are involved in this. We're now seeing it. These are things that they've been doing all along. They divert attention. They say the cameras aren't working. All manner of things. Now, I've noticed some of your comments, and I respect your opinion. Some of you are saying, oh, it's a sacrifice and all manner of things. And respect. I respect that, your opinion. She was murdered. What else happened to her? I don't know. We can speculate. We've got to wait now until the autopsy report is out. And we will deal with that autopsy. The autopsy report, people are going to speculate. They're going to say it's sacrifice. They're going to say demonic works and all manner of things. And look, I'm not going to disagree with people. I have my opinion. Probably some drunkard saw the little girl, beautiful little girl, 11 years old. Who in a sick mind would do something. 11 years old. 11 years old, went out to have a fun time with her grandmother and other relatives and so forth. Sick mind. Just sick mind, guys. Sick world we're living in. And I'll tell you what, my experience in Guyana, a lot of, during those years, a lot of little girls were molested. Little girls. Some sad stories you guys would hear about what happened. And then when they go to the police always, not all of these police men and women, mind you, not all. And so I don't want to paint all of them with the same brush. But sometimes they blame the little girls. They blame the little girls. They blame the little boys and all these things. That is what they do. They blame. They say, well, why you didn't this? And instead to investigate and charge, they always blame the victim for the most part. And the other thing that they do is they encourage the corruption of taking a money, taking a bribe, and settling a story. All these things, even if you strike, somebody hits somebody down, they take a story, it's a criminal act. But they take a money and they say they don't want to proceed any further with this case. Little girls have been sexually molested and they are encouraged to pay off and take a money by police. There's no speculation, there's no allegations, it's a matter of fact. There are 2 such stories while I was in Guyana I dealt with. A 14-year-old girl raped by her stepfather. By the time it got to Brigdam police station, the matter was settled. All manner of things happening. And so I don't want to jump to conclusion. I can just, I have my opinion on this particular case. And it is a sad, sad situation. And some of you have your opinions as well. And I respect your opinion. Some of you are saying it's a sacrifice for riches and all manner of things we're hearing. Again, I do not want to disagree with any of your opinions as it pertains to how you feel about this case. There are people out there who do dirty things indeed. Dirty things to sacrifice people, to sacrifice whatever. It happens. I'm not going to put my head in the sand and pretend as though it doesn't happen. It happens. The question is this a case of sacrifice? Is it a case of sexual molestation? I don't know. And I'm trying not to be insensitive because the family, the parents are mourning at this time. It's a sad day for all Guyanese. I notice some folks are rushing to defend the government. Oh, why you blame the government? One guy sent me a message. I don't know who this Paku is, honestly. And sometimes I'm just tired of these Pakus. Get Pakus across the board. Sometimes I'm just tired of them. But this particular Paku, his name is Asif Kiswar. I don't know why he doesn't just kiss Mawar and done. Kiss Mawar. His name is Asif Kiswar. Suddenly he hops into my inbox like some little, why you have to bring in the PPP. That's what she's saying, or he. Why you have to bring in the PPP? Like if the PNC can do anything better if they was in power. That's what this person, Asif Kiswar, that's what he's saying, or she, in my inbox. I mean, what's wrong with these kind of men? Feel so comfortable going into people's inbox. Who does that? You don't know me other than listening to me. How you feel that you're going to just inbox me? And dotishness. Why you have to bring in the PPP? You got to bring in the PPP for several reasons. Because if you had a good government in Guyana, if we didn't have a corrupt government, as is the case with the PPP, then these corrupt businessmen and all manner of things, corrupt police officers, they would have been thinking twice before they do these things. But because you have a corrupt government, that is why these things are happening. So Irfan Ali has said, again, I don't know if any of you beat drums or you're drummers or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know if any of you are drummers out there. No resource will be prepared or be spared, sorry. This is Irfan Ali again. We're tired of the same drums over and over. He went to Linden the other day. He shed crocodile tears and he beat out. No attention paid to the people. Didn't attend the funeral or anything. Didn't send Mark Phillips to the funeral. Didn't send Priya Manik Chan up there. She didn't feel like going up there. And just because it's right across the river, she decided to put on she dandan. She'd Sunday best along. She Sunday best along with her yatim boots. A weird and a dark shades, and rushed over there saying that she doesn't like the can. This is not, it was for the camera. Crocodile tears, Priya Manichan. You don't care about anybody. It's all about yourselves, all of them. Irfan Ali is the same. He's not concerned about justice. They turn their eyes when it comes to justice on numerous occasions, but because they got caught with the pants down, so to speak. This wasn't it the same thing when he attended the Henry Boyce funeral at that funeral parlor on Chapel Street. Let me see if you guys know what funeral parlor is that. Sandy's. He said the same thing. No stone. He's always with this stone thing. Fascinated with stone. Stone. Everything is stone. Anytime you turn is a stone. No stone will left unturned. There will be justice, all manner of things. And so this is what he said today again. No resource will be spared in Adriana Young's case. No resources. We're tired of hearing the same thing over and over and over again. No resources. No resources. Absolutely. No resources. Frank Rice, you seem to be fascinated with Kwame and them sort of things that, don't let me do that on this program, man. I keep telling you, Frank Rice, let me keep it a little nice and clean, man. Please, Frank Rice, please. And now, as I'm talking, I'm reading some of your comments, and let me see here. So, no stone, no resource, nothing. But let me just give you guys a brief breakdown and why I'm hesitant that there will be. I'm not optimistic at all that it will be that Irfan, forget about Jacko, that Irfan wants justice. Irfan doesn't want justice. He wants to find a way to cover things up, because the people who own that brothel or whatever it is, said to be connected to Irfan and the PPP. What Irfan has to say is whether the folks that own the hotel are his friends. That is what I want him to say publicly. And if they are friends, then there's a conflict of interest here. Irfan wouldn't be interested in justice at all. But here is where the curveball has been thrown. And I say curveball, and I want you to read between the lines and see if you can fix this puzzle as well. Irfan Ali immediately, but as they would say, immediately, Irfan Ali says, he's an international pathologist. He chose international pathologist arrives in Guyana later today. So this international pathologist is already in the country. No consultation with the family, the parents, the lawyer of the family, nothing at all. So Irfan Ali, and here's what, sat in the kitchen, because this is again, my opinion, it seems to be a cook-up or a dal and rice here again. And so he sat down, he decides now who is going to be the independent pathologist. He decides that now. There wasn't a meeting with the family members, the parents, the lawyer or lawyers of the family, and to arrive at a decision and say, look, we are going to get an independent pathologist. Ask the lawyer whether he has anyone in mind. Get those sort of opinions and suggestions from the family members, the lawyer. But no, Irfan Ali himself said, right away, pick the phone up, call his friend, Dr. Shabaka Karapal. Now, I'm not questioning this doctor's qualifications at all. That is not the case. But this pathologist has a relationship with the PPP, with Irfan Ali. They have hired him to do some work on behalf of the PPP and the Guyana Police Force. So now let's stick a pin there. There is that built-in relationship already. And from a standpoint where you know that you've worked with the government of Guyana before, and you know that you've assisted the Guyana Police Force in terms of forensic science training, a 2-week course, a 3, whatever. I am a bit suspicious of that relationship. And again, this is not knocking the doctor. I don't know him, and I wouldn't, but I'm just giving you my opinion that I don't think that that is the best way to go. To get somebody to come and to say that this person is independent, and there it is, the person has a working relationship with the PPP government in the past and the Guyana Police Force. So if you had gone to the family, the parents, and the lawyer, and then say, let them bring in somebody from England, somebody from the US, since there is money to be paid and no resources will be left or whatever it is spared, to get an independent pathologist to do the autopsy. Then let the family, let the parents and the lawyer decide who that person. But right off the bat, it is suspicious to me that Irfan Ali took upon his own to bring this guy right away. Hey, come, my friend, come. We don't know what the discussion was about. We don't know. We don't know anything other than he brought this guy in. Again, this is not knocking this doctor at all. But especially when you're dealing with a corrupt government, you got to put up that that antenna. You got to have that antenna there. The other thing Irfan Ali said, and of course it's Irfan Ali, right? He says a lot of dotish things. He says that he has asked, and I quote here, I have asked the commissioner of police, the deadbeat commissioner of police, sorry guys, I had to add that one in, to assemble a special team to lead the investigation into all circumstances. Now, how the heck? Another point here in terms of not wanting this to be transparent and not wanting an independent probe, a proper independent probe. So Irfan Ali has said, and just could you imagine this here, that he has asked the commissioner of police to assemble a special team to lead the investigation into all the circumstances surrounding 11-year-old Adriana Young. Just imagine the police gonna investigate the police. The Guyana Police Force members will be investigating their colleagues. This is ridiculous. Irfan Ali and these guys, they don't want the sort of result. They don't want justice for the family. They don't. It is always an attempt to cover things up. And you cannot, at this point in time, ask the police force to investigate themselves. It cannot happen. It should not happen at all. But yet, Irfan Ali wants that to be the case, and he wants us to believe that he is really and truly about justice. That's all. That's what it is. So he continues, we must uncover the full truth. That's according to Irfan Ali. Yeah, right. Of everything that transpired, and no resource or effort will be spared in doing so. Whatever specialized resources are required to determine every aspect of the events and circumstances will be provided. Additionally, Irfan is saying that he has asked that the police explain in detail every action taken since the matter was reported. Like the rest of the country, he says that he stands with the family at this time of extreme grief. And while the people were mourning and while they were calling out for justice, Irfan Ali, guess what he was doing? Irfan Ali was busy picking green mangoes. Busy picking green mangoes, but yet he cares. Yet he cares. I don't know. What else? What else have we got? Ridiculous, operator. Now, how many of you guys are of the view that these guys, Tom and Jerry, these two Pakus, the one on the left is the incompetent minister of Home Affairs, Robeson Ben. The other Paku is the commissioner of police, who dabbles and dabbles and dabbles and dabbles. Maybe one day the Mohammeds can say how much he has been dabbling with them. And when I say dabbling with them, I really do mean dabbling with them. But maybe one day all of these things will come out because they all dabbled with each other, if you know what I mean. Now back to these two Pakus. In any other country, any other developed country, these two Pakus would have asked to resign. They would have had to tender their resignations with immediate effect. But not in Guyana, not at all. Instead, Irfan Ali is asking the most incompetent commissioner of police to investigate, to assemble a team of investigators to go and investigate the corrupt policemen and women that apparently aided and abetted in this murder by covering up. That is what many people are of the view, that they cover up. And Melanie Allison Watson, you know exactly what I mean by covering up, because to this day, Melanie Allison Watson, she's in the audience there listening. She's still awaiting justice after her son was murdered. She is still awaiting justice. You know how many other mothers like Melanie Watson are awaiting justice? They can't get justice because of the corruption in the Guyana police force, corruption by high-ranking PPP officials, corruption. They've allowed drug lords, they've allowed money launderers, and all these people are controlling the Guyana police force. Some of them are controlling the government. And that is why we can't get anywhere. That is why the people can't get justice as a result of the high-level corruption. But here it is, Irfan Ali with his same old Nancy story again, talking about spared resources, nothing, and all manner of dotishness. All manner of dotishness. I don't believe him. We can't believe him. We can't believe these people at all. We just can't believe them. But here's what's happening. Take a look at the commander. That's the commander for Region 3. How many of you know this commander? How many of you are familiar with this commander? How many of you? Yeah, well, before we get to that, you notice that Irfan Ali went out there and he met with the family and he has assured them of our unconditional support. Same thing he said to the Henry boys. Same thing he said to them. Same thing he said to the parents of those who were murdered in Linden recently. Same thing. Same script. It is as though Irfan Ali walks around with that same script in his back pocket. Same script. Same dotishness. Same promises. And then probably going to tell the people, oh, okay, we're going to take care of the funeral. Hey, Suresh, come. Make sure you write a check for a little $5 million and let it take care of the funeral, and we're going to talk after to quiet things down. Quiet things down. And now I'm not saying that to disrespect the families. I'm just saying that, and I'm not saying that that's the case, but that's his mentality, quieting people down by bribing them. Again, I'm not saying that that's the case with this family, but I'm just saying that is Irfan Ali's mentality. Now let's head back to this guy, this commander. Oh, yeah. Yep. See, so this guy is an ex, of course, presidential guard. He was a presidential guard. And then for reason under the coalition, they had to remove him as a presidential guard under the coalition. And then he was placed as a commander on the East Bank and at one time, I think, out in the interior location. And then he was promoted this year to assistant commissioner. And then after he was promoted this year, guess what? He was sent earlier this year as commander in Region 3. Commander in Region 3. Why isn't this commander the center of the investigation? So if this commander is close to Irfan Ali and Jack Deo and these guys, do you expect any justice? Do you expect a proper and independent investigation? Because remember, it is Irfan Ali who instructed the Paku as Commissioner of Police to get a team to get to the bottom of the situation. Do you think Irfan Ali really wants to get to the bottom of this or any situation? I guess you guys already know the answer, that Irfan Ali is just Pakuing again. He's just Pakuing. And for those, because we do have a lot of non-Guyanese who listen to the program, a lot of folks from the Caribbean and other parts who do listen to the program. And in case they probably want to know what is Pakuing, making basically an idiot of the entire Guyanese community, attempting to make an idiot, because that is what he does in order to divert attention, in order to pretend that he cares, when in fact he does not care. And so this commander should have already been placed under close arrest. Should have been. All the officers involved in yesterday's visit to the hotel, or that Wild House, or whatever you want to call it, all of them should have been placed under close arrest. Arrested. You arrest them because somebody did attempt to do a cover-up. The other person that should be fired with immediate effect is the head of the public relations department, Mark Ramotar. Should have been fired by now. You need competent, I repeat, you need competent public relations people. And we have been hearing a lot about Mark Ramotar. Of course, his connections to the PPP, and the fact that he was at one time editor there at Guyana Chronicle. And you know what happens there, right? Especially under the PPP. Especially under the PPP. And, you know, this back to this commander. Remember, at one point, I don't know if you guys follow these things here, but at one point, he was deputy commander in West Berbice during, guess what? Coincidence, right? He was deputy commander in West Berbice during Henry Boy's murders. He was at Madhya during the fire. And now you guys heard me, right, about this commander. It's not a joke. It's not a joking matter. He was deputy commander because the commander for Region 5, that is West Berbice, when the Henry boys were murdered, and X and all sort of things, and you guys have your opinions about that. And again, I respect your opinions. And then this commander, this guy, he was there when the Henry boys were murdered. And Naresh Singh, he was there. And then he was Commander Madhya. He was at Madhya during the fire. You guys remember that fire, right? Good. He was there, according to information. And now, guess what? He is recently been promoted. And in Region 3 now, where this girl was murdered, he is the commander. Wait a minute. Are you guys onto something? Is it a coincidence? Is it just a coincidence? The commander for region for West Berbice at that time, they removed that commander. Immediately they removed that commander. He died sometime last year. A former school friend of mine, primary school and so forth. Somebody can help me with his name. He died. He's originally from Quarantine, I think Limlair, Norney, or Kildonan Village or something. Not Watts. Watts still around batting for the PPP, but that officer, he was a lawyer as well. He died sometime last year or maybe the year before. Cooper. Thank you, Siobhan McDonald. Cooper and Lance Young, thank you. Siobhan McDonald, thank you. Cooper was a good senior officer, right? He was the commander then, and ill in charge, not Simon McBean. We're talking about West Berbice when the Henry boys were murdered. Edmund Cooper, thank you. We have some sharp people here. Edmund Cooper, sharp folks out in New Amsterdam too. I'm watching some of your comments. Thank you, guys. Edmund Cooper. Edmund Cooper was immediately removed. Because they didn't, apparently Edmund Cooper was going to ensure that there was justice done. Justice for the Henry boys and justice for Naresh Singh as well. But they swiftly removed Edmund Cooper as commander. But back to this guy. This guy was actually, this commander now, he was actually the deputy. And obviously when they removed Edmund Cooper, I believe he was the acting commander briefly, and then he was sent, well, not immediately, but when these young folks were slaughtered, when they died in that fire, he was commander for that area in Madhya, right? And a coincidence. And here it is now. Lots of questions. What does this guy know? And just, we're asking questions. We're not pointing fingers. We're not blaming him, but we're just pointing out facts. That he was deputy commander when the Henry boys were murdered, and Harish Singh was murdered, and then he was in charge of Madhya area when those 20 kids died in the fire. Now, I'm not saying that he went in and he killed those 20 kids. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he went to the back dam with a guy from Cotton Tree, that PVP supporter that we were hearing about, who allegedly was responsible or is responsible for the deaths of those 2 Henry boys. I'm not saying that he did that. Neither am I saying that he did that to that 11-year-old girl. No, I'm not. All I'm saying is that according to information, mind you, and maybe the police force can correct me, but according to information, he was there at all times. He was at Madhya. He's now over in Tushan as commander, then West Coast Berbice. That's all I'm saying. They can correct it. Now, this commander should have been arrested, should have been questioned, as to what transpired. That's his area. He is the boss for that area. He is responsible for that area. And so if you have a party of policemen, maybe some women included, if they visited this hotel, no police officer could visit a hotel that is said to be a crime scene, a potential crime scene, because they're there to investigate. They're not sure of a crime as yet. So they're there to investigate. No hotel owner can stop them. It is called hot pursuit. It is allowed. Hot pursuit. A crime is said to have been committed. There's a missing 11-year-old girl. We don't know where she is. We have checked the pool. We don't know where she is. And so as a result of that, we need to check the premises in order to ensure that the little girl is safe. We are told that the owner of the hotel said no, or whomever said no, or they just later invited them. Oh, just look around. Everything all right, man. She must have run away, man. She must have gone. All these sort of things. And the police left, probably thinking, oh. Then when they checked the CCTV camera, guess what now? This is where it gets interesting. And this is where the corruption comes in. Jack Deere knows about this corruption because he spoke about it at his press conference. Irfan Ali knows about this corruption. They're aware of it. It is a cover-up. And they know that all of them have been caught with their pants down, completely down. And they have no other choice but to say what they're saying. All of them have been caught. Every single one of them. So when you think that they really mean and they're justice and they go, no, it is because there's no way out. They got caught red-handed. They got caught with their hands in the cookie jar this time. And so they're trying to wiggle out and separate themselves from the police force right now. So here what? The first police report that went out. And these reports are usually written and sent out by the PR. There are two PR persons for the Guyana Police Force. The main one, the number one, is Mark Ramotar. The second is Stan Govaya. Again, the first, the boss, so to speak, is Mark Ramotar. The second in command, they're not police officers. They're PR for the communications department of the PPP police force. And so I sense for a while that they have problems between Mark Ramotar and Stan Govaya. Stan Govaya may want to do his work and to be professional. May being the operative word. But Mark Ramotar is the political hack. From all appearances, mind you, is the political hack. He is not going to certain high-profile cases. Mark Ramotar or Stan Govaya, they're not going to issue any police report until it goes through certain hands. Maybe it have to go through, it will probably have to go through the Attorney General. Maybe the police lawyer, because the police force do have, an advisor, a lawyer who is the police advisor. So these high-profile cases, they are going to go through it thoroughly. They're going to pick out, they're going to zoom in. You're telling me that detectives of the Guyana Police Force are going to look at a photograph of this little girl. They have the CCTV camera. That is what they said. I'm not speculating. And they're going to pause this camera, zoom this camera in, look at this photograph or maybe another photograph of this young girl, this little girl, and compare it with the girl they claim went into a car, exited the hotel, went into a car, and just disappear, heading east, meaning heading towards Reed and Hoop side. So now I want you guys to listen to this story carefully, because there is a reason why the police structured that statement or constructed that statement for it to appear. And so here is where they are planting this seed in your head. And the seed that they attempted to plant in your head is that this 11-year-old girl was there with her grandmother, but left with some guy in a car, and the car headed east towards Reed and Hope, and probably turn and head towards Georgetown or whatever. That is what the police said. Now, this is a high-profile case, and the police PR people are not, again, they're not going to put this statement out until it goes through the crime chief, the deputy crime chief, and you know these guys like Mitchell, Caesar, and these guys. You guys already know what's going on. And so this statement was a deliberate statement. Now this is what needs to happen. And that Paku Jagdev said it. Let the family, let the public see this video. Let the public see the CCTV that the police is talking about. Let the public see the CCTV. Is there such a CCTV footage of a little girl walking out of this hotel or motel or shakedown room place? And she left that. And so the perception, what they're trying to plant in your head is that this girl get away. Right away. Because, you know, that's always the perception. You know, in Guyana, when a little girl, again, this is not any disrespect to the parents and the loved ones or any of you in the audience. Because the first thing when a little girl is, when the description like this, oh, she left her grandmother and she go in a car with a guy and she gone. Oh God, she must have forced, right? All these sort of things. And that is what the police did. That is exactly what they did. They planted that seed in your minds. And as they planted that seed in their minds, a PPP Paku jumped out now. His name is I don't know why he don't call himself Tom Brennan. Look, he stand up right there. Right there he stand up. Unfortunately, this is what he said. These protesters, mostly West Siders, want to burn down the hotel because some little girl gone to take a fat LOLO and run away with some man. Can you imagine? That's what this Paku is saying. It is because, going back to what I have said earlier, it is because this is the seed. The police force, these corrupt elements in the Guyana police force, it is that seed they planted. And some of you may have been thinking yesterday when the girl cannot be found and all manner of things and say, oh gosh, you know, she's 11 years old. 11 years old, guys. But you know, some people in Guyana or maybe outside, they right away they think probably man. And again, if the parents are watching, you know, they know that this is no disrespect. It's not directed towards that beautiful little girl at all. But that is what the police wanted to do. To plant that seed so that everybody could think now that, oh, guess what? Oh, she'll be in there with your grandmother and she left the hotel. That's what they're saying. That is why the police in their first report, they said here, the command center in regional division number 3 was contacted and footage reviewed. Right, Branford Burke? They're saying footage reviewed. So which means that they had footage. Suddenly now they have footage. That they got the footage and they sat there and they reviewed the footage. So if you review the footage and you have concluded that that's the girl and she went into a car. Now this sounds like a bedtime story. Your grandmother would tell you, because your grandfather didn't get time with bedtime story. He's studying something else. And look, the girl came out of the hotel. Look. I don't know what they're watching, but it's saying, look. I don't know what little girl they saw came out of the hotel, but it said, look. And they probably called Mark Ramotar until he write this down. Or Stan Govaya. Probably more likely Mark Ramotar. Stan Govaya and write them notishness down. And just write it down. This is the car. We get the car. Look, this is the car. Look, this is the girl. Look, they jump in the car and the car driving. Look, the car coming out of that motel. It's coming out and look, he driving a little slow. Get a number plate. Stop. Get a number plate. Where's the number plate? Write it down there. Give Mark Ramotar or give Stan. But like I said, standing on by this nonsense. PSS 4684. Run a check quick. Look, it turned right. It going towards Breeden Hoop side. All right, run a check. We got the owner. Contact the owner. They call the owner, and the owner says, look, this is the story. I'm not making these things up, guys. This is the story. Now they continue. This is what they said. The command center in regional division number 3 was contacted, and footage reviewed showed that Adriana entered. They are telling you, members of the public, that this little girl, Adriana, left the hotel. Now, if it was somebody, a talk show host, a social media influencer, a Paku, or anybody, or even, let's say, my friend Branford Burke, or who else? Or Chandel Griffith, or Afraz Osman, or Lily Gulliver, or any one of you, King V. Mac, any one of you has said that. You just say, okay, speculation, it's an opinion. Or even me, it's an opinion. Oh, yeah. Or even Wayne Caesar. Or Facebook full-time worker, Gavin Caesar. Good night to Gavin. It would have been speculation. It would have been our opinion. You got my point, right? But that's not the case. This came directly from the Guyana Police Force. They're telling you, they're telling us, they're telling the world that the command center was contacted. Now, first of all, as part of this investigation, and I don't trust the police investigating each other. I just don't trust the police investigating. It's just they're going to contaminate the evidence. They're going to mix things up. They're going to hide things. They do that. They cover up. If you think I'm lying, ask Bascom. Ask Bascom. Detective Sergeant Dion Bascom. Call him and ask him. They cover up for each other. It's a fact. Look, senior police detective alleges major police cover-up in Paper Shot's murder probe. Major police cover-up. That was then. But now, we're back here now. Now, let's get back to this police report. The command center in Regional Division number 3 was contacted and footage was contacted. The first thing I want to know, who contacted you guys? Who? Contacted by whom? Who made contact? Was it the owner of the hotel? Was it the manager of the hotel? Who contacted the police? And who gave this video clip, this footage? And what time? Is it a timer that would show what time this car left this hotel with this little girl? They've identified, they said, this little girl. Who? And then they said that they saw this little girl as she went into a red and black Ram motor car bearing registration numbers PSS 4684, which drove off in an eastern direction heading towards Redenhoek. To continue now, they said, information was received about the registered owner, who, when contacted, claimed he rented the car to one Orlando. No last name. Since last week, this Orlando got this car since last week. Checks were made for the said Orlando at an address provided by the car owner. So Orlando rented a car, didn't give his last name, but gave an address where he can be contacted. An address. Probably no phone number, no nothing. And that's another situation, could be dealt with some other time, but that's how you rent cars now, right? You just go, you say, hey, and name Mark, man, let me rent a car. Where you live? I live in Port Drawing, right? Opposite them people, man. You know, the Anderson them. And Anderson, you remember he was another guy that was slaughtered by the Black Clothes Police. Now, they continue. They said checks were made for the said vehicle. And Orlando, they couldn't find Orlando. So the story gets interesting here now. They couldn't find Orlando. So now a trace of the vehicle from Georgetown Command Center. So we shifted from Command Center in Division number 3 to Command Center in Georgetown. Here is where the Paku knew again. So now suddenly they traced this vehicle from Georgetown Command Center at about 20:58, about let's say 9 o'clock hours. Showed the vehicle in Onderneming, West Bank at White Shop, some White Shop shortcut. Go through there, stop. Orlando probably taking a drink. They go and grab Orlando. They dump Orlando in the lockups and they're questioning Orlando. And while they're questioning Orlando, they're chasing the father, they're chasing the mother, and they're chasing people away from the hotel because they wanted an opportunity to cover things up. I repeat, they wanted an opportunity to cover things up. And now, during the course of last evening, folks were there, the guy with the board nest and all things, they were there and they were videoing. And that's how God acts in very mysterious way, those of you who believe in a God, right? And the pool was video. And you could see all the way at the bottom of the pool. All the way at the bottom of the pool. If a handbag drops in there, if your cell phone or whatever, your BlackBerry phone drops in there, you could see all the way underneath there. So if the little girl was there, then how come nobody saw that little girl? The man with the bird nest who did an operation on Tubungi would have been able to see, and others would have been able to see. But nobody, the parents, I think, and others would have been able to see. The little girl would have been, if she was there, she's big, you would have been able to see her. But you ain't seeing nobody. Nobody you ain't seeing. Who these people are trying to Paku. Who the owner of the hotel is trying to Paku. Who the police officers responsible for this investigation at its initial stage. Who are they trying to Paku? And why were they trying to cover up, allegedly, for the owner of this hotel? Why? There's got to be justice. not just for the family, but justice for the entire nation. Too often, police officers are involved in these cover-ups. This is just an example. And it so happened they got caught. And there is no way out for them. They got caught. Now, let me first of all, I will play a video. And let me say that it's a very emotional video. It probably will bring tears to your eyes. And this is a video with when she was placed into this pool to make it appear that she was there, when in fact that's not the case. Again, who are these people trying to Paku? Oh, Father. So take a listen to this video, watch this video, and accept my apologies, please, for showing. If the parents are watching, please accept my apologies. But we have to get to the bottom of this. And I just have to say this because I know how the parents are feeling right now in losing a little child. I have lost a little child at the age of 8. He would have been 31 years old. But he died under mysterious circumstances while I was in solitary confinement in a filthy cell in the Camp Street prison on a trumped-up, politically instigated charge. So I know how the parents are feeling. So I'm not going to play this video not being sensitive or be insensitive towards, the parents. I'm not doing that. So if they're watching, I'm not doing that at all. We just have to get to the bottom of this situation. Let's go.
That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it? That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it?
That's the father of that little girl. He's an ordinary guy. He's a minibus conductor. He loves his family. The girl grandmother took them out for a little swimming, a little fun. My heart breaks watching that as a father. I don't know if these leaders, these so-called leaders in Guyana, were part of this incompetent, murderous installed regime, whether they don't have a heart. I don't know if these police officers don't have a heart. I don't know if they don't have kids. I just don't know. But it's painful what happened to that little girl. And what is even more painful is the fact that they're attempting to cover it up. I know the installed regime is attempting to cover it up because if they were serious, if Irfan Ali was serious about justice, if he was serious about justice for this little girl, he would have invited the parents along with the lawyer. I've observed that Darren Wade is the lawyer. I'm not sure if he's just one of many lawyers or he's just the lawyer for the family at this time. All Irfan Ali should have done was invite the parents, invite the lawyer, invite the Home Affairs Minister, that Paku, invite the other Paku, Commissioner of Police, to discuss with the families the way forward with the investigation. And an independent pathologist should have been brought in, but not by Irfan Ali, picking the phone up and call someone who has done work already and was paid for those work by the PPP regime. And so he called that doctor from Barbados and expects it to be transparent. Now, I'm not saying that, again, just to repeat, that a doctor wouldn't be transparent. I'm not saying that. But how it appears that it's already a cover-up by Irfan Ali. For him to even ask the police force to assemble a team, a special team, to lead the investigation is another example of a cover-up. Now take a listen. After he did all that he did, he felt probably that it was the best thing, and he felt like a hero in one of those Amitabh Bachchan movie. So after he did all of his nonsense, he decided that he's going to rush now to shed crocodile tears. And here it is, with the mother and the father, the parents. He's out there shedding crocodile tears. And he rushed to put out on his Facebook page, "This evening, I had an emotional encounter with the parents, family, and friends of Adriana Young. I reassured them of our unconditional support, love, and prayers as Guyanese." This is what he did after he set the path up for disappointment. Now, what's going to happen with this? Again, I just wish to make it clear that this is just my opinion about the conclusion of this investigation. Very soon, don't be surprised if we hear that the pathologist will state that based on the autopsy conducted, that she died not from a blunt or blunt trauma or hit to the head or whatever. Don't be surprised if you hear that she was suffocated with some sort of maybe a pillow or a cloth wrapped around her face or head. Wrapped around her head, stifled her, suffocated her. Maybe that explains a lot of things that some of you have seen and interpreted, of course, in your own ways. Maybe that's why after she was probably, whatever the case is, was just basically put the cotton wool into her nostrils. Stuff it there. Maybe there's more stuffed up there, and so forth. Okay, sweetheart. Yeah, stuffed up there. A pillowcase or whatever. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised that the conclusion would be that she was suffocated. Don't be surprised if you hear other stuff. Don't be surprised. There are wicked people out there. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. All right? Don't be surprised. Okay, you gotta go now? Go ahead. Run. Thank you. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. There's a lot more. The autopsy report shock you guys. Marks of violence on her hand, her face, her head. Something isn't right here. Who would do this? And then the other thing is, the other question is, in a hotel or whatever you want to call it, it's so many workers. You can't tell me they're all related to Stevie Wonder and that they just go to work and they don't see anything. All of them should have been arrested. Every one of them who worked from that time to when the body was discovered. All of them should have been arrested. All the workers at that motel, brothel, brothel, or whatever it is. All of them, not just the owner. All of them should have been arrested. And an independent team, whether it's FBI, the police, the PPP love to say they call in the FBI to investigate the paper shards or to assist them with the paper shards murder. Why couldn't Irfan Ali make immediate contact with the U.S. Embassy and ask them right there in Georgetown to have a team of FBI investigators in Guyana immediately? Forget the RSS, guys. Those are waste of time, guys. Why couldn't that be the case? To interview all of those workers. You're going to get the truth. You can't get the truth with the guy in the police force. They're going to change the right things around. They're going to twist things around. They are part of the problem. They are not just investigating the crime scene. They are part of the crime scene. They are suspects. Not just the hotel owner and others who are now suspects. The policemen, the police officers who were there investigating it initially are now suspects. And let me just say that it's not the first time. Listen to this. It's a coincidence, right? Listen to this. Dead mechanic Sadiq Juman. This was 2012. Parents, again, listen to this, please. Parents suspect foul play in death of young mechanic. Relatives of Sadiq Juman, whose lifeless body was fished out of the popular Doubleday Hotel's swimming pool on Monday evening, 42 hours after he was reported missing, are contending that the young man was murdered. The mechanic, or the 20-year-old Juman, a mechanic, resided with his parents in Blankenberg, West Coast, Berbice. According to the dead man's aunt, the family also do not believe Juman visited the Tushan Hotel to swim, as he was not a swimmer and did not even like such activity. The teary-eyed woman said there are many unanswered questions surrounding the death of her nephew. This was at the same hotel back in 2012. His body, just like this little girl, was dumped into that very swimming pool in order to cover up whatever. That was done to the mechanic, and now we're hearing it's the same thing that was done to this 11-year-old girl, whose body was dragged and dumped into that pool in order to make it appear that she drowned. They may have done all sorts of things, put her maybe in a little bowl, not a bowl, sorry, in a little black drum somewhere. Because if you notice, her face is blue, parts of her body, the front part of her feet and hands, which we could assume that she was lying face down, maybe in some water, to cover this whole thing up. And they felt that if they just dump her in the pool, then it may appear that, oh, she drowned. Story done. That is what they were looking for. That is what they thought would have been their end game. But it didn't work. It didn't work. Heads got to roll. People have to resign. They have to be made to resign. I hope the people continue the pressure and not because of one little visit by Irfan Ali and his crocodile tears will calm things down. Take a listen again and look.
That's what the police do. The police guilty. The police guilty. The police guilty. The police guilty. Are you guilty, man? Are you doing this, man? Are you doing this? Are you doing it? Are you fucking doing it, man? Are you doing this? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it?
The father of that little girl, that little angel who is no longer on earth, whose life was snuffed away because of evil people. Evil people at that hotel, evil people in the Guyana police force, and evil politicians, hierarchy in the corrupt PPP regime are responsible for what has happened. Now, some may ask what the PPP has to do with it. Bad governance, bad government, corrupt government, murderous government. When you have those sort of governments in place, these things happen. Because the friends of those who are in government, whether police or whether business people, they feel that they can get away with anything. And they are corrupt businessmen who have gotten away with all sorts of crimes in Guyana because they got the shield and the cover-ups from senior politicians in the corrupt PPP regime and senior policemen. It has been going on for too long. This is just one out of numerous cases as such that were covered up by members of the Guyana police force and shielded by corrupt politicians in the PPP regime. You can shed a tear for this little girl. She deserves it. She deserves it. But as we prepare to close our program off tonight, operator didn't. We are looking for a photograph, of 3 beautiful young women who were murdered last evening on the Linden-Soesdijk Highway. Suan LaCruz, Waveney LaCruz, and Melanie LaCruz, all murdered last evening. Their brother is critical. Guyana is in crisis. There's only one way to save Guyana, one way. And that one way is through your index finger. Vote. Vote the corrupt PPP out of office. I'm out of here, guys. Thank you for your time. We've got to pray. Probably just do more than prayers. God bless you all. To the people of Linden, you guys shouldn't even think about the tongue day. There shouldn't be no partying, no bubble session, no nothing. Guyana is not the Guyana we all knew. It's not. Once a beautiful country. hardly experience these sort of things. Lots and lots of bloodshedding. Lots and lots of unnecessary murders and evil things happening. All of our hearts should be bleeding for the country of our birth. This is not the Guyana we know. Time for a change. Use your index finger. I'm out of here, guys. God bless you all. And to the family, the mother, the father of this little girl, our prayers are with you guys. And condolences to the villagers, those who were out there today. Forget about who took away Madras, who did this. Why allow it to burn? Just find some usage for it in these things. That's not important. What is important is justice for this family, justice for other families, justice for the nation. So long. God bless.
That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it? That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it? That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it? That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it? That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it? That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking know it, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you know it? Are you know it? That's what the police do. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. The police got me. Are you guilty, man? Are you know this, man? Are you know this? Are you know it? Are you fucking not, man? Are you not this? Are you not? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you not? Are you not? That's what the police do. The police guilty. The police guilty. The police guilty. The police guilty. Are you guilty, man? Are you doing this, man? Are you doing this? Are you doing it? Are you fucking doing, man? Are you doing this? Are you not? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you not? Are you doing it? Do that, do that, do that, do that, do that, oh. Murderer, murderer. Sticky do that, 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 oh. See, tell them already, we have to tell them again. Tell them already, we have to tell them again. Tell them already, we have to tell them again. Them a murderer. Them a murderer. See, them coming at me area. Murderer. Murderer. Sticky do that, 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 oh. See, tell them already. That's what the police do. The police guilty! The police guilty! The police guilty! The police guilty! Are you guilty, man? Are you doing this, man? Are you doing this? Are you doing it? Are you fucking doing, man? Are you doing this? Are you not? Are you doing it? Are you doing it? Are you not? Are you not? Murderer! Sticky do that, 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 oh. See, tell them already, we have to tell them again. Tell them already, we have to tell them again. Tell them already, we have to tell them again. Them a murderer. Them a murderer. See, them coming at me area, want to kill off the youth. No dress up in a jacket and them dress up in a tie. Come a courthouse, want to tell pale lies. Them a murderer. I tell them already, we